Fixed it. I fixed the bug. It's giving me errors, dude. I got this little kid hoping that I do this.
Goodbye forever, I guess.
Okay, so it's 4 a.m. The game jam does not start until 2 p.m. in my time zone. Nonetheless, I couldn't go to sleep, so I'm going for a run now. Are you watching the? You're in the YouTube, right?
The theme for the 2020 edition of the Mix and Game Jam is mixing genres. When creating your game, you should take two different game genres.
This is good. This is really good. It's easy. After that, we all took 20 minutes to come up with our own idea to pitch them when we meet. The idea that ended up being selected was Beat Jump. That is a rhythmic 3D platformer game where the player could only jump during the beat of any given song. Now we have to separate tasks. I'll be back in 15. And then I'll set out the tasks to do to accomplish this game in 48 hours. So, when everybody had tasks, we all parted ways. My task was the player movement. That is, walking, running, jumping, and wall running. I finished the walk, run, and jump movement relatively quickly. Interestingly enough, the host of this game jam, Andre, was the one who technically taught me proper movement, for I had been studying his wall running project weeks before the jam began, but things were already getting kind of fishy. You see, my team is composed only of one person I know, the musical composer. The other two members I did not know. And there was my flaw as a leader, for how does one hire people they don't know? And yes, this is just a game jam, but I really wanted to use all the skills I've learned, especially the one of scaling down one's vision to actually accomplish a simple yet beautiful game. The artist was kinda shady and not responding, but the other individual, a programmer who was a kid, I knew had heart in him, heart enough to group up with random adults and try his best to help out in the project. So even though I already knew I was not going to do my simple 2D beautiful game, I was committed. And my new purpose was helping this kid get his first game submitted in a game jam. But like many kids, he was problematic. No, do
And
this
then
instead.
in the update,
No, do this
oh, you just
instead.
marked
Yeah,
it
yeah.
out.
No,
Do we
listen,
can actually make it static.
But listen.
If I make it static and
Alright, so it's 8 p.m. right now. I spent like 2 hours planning, then 2 more setting up a repository with someone. It should have taken less, but the individual who's a programmer with me is learning still, and that's okay. I'm all for that. I want the individual to have a good time, to learn, you know, in the game jam. He tested me a couple of times, but I held on, you know, I was firm. Anyway, the artist is still a bit AFK, not gonna lie. Kinda sus, man. My composer's doing the music. The programmer that's with me is also doing stuff. I'll do the wall run now. Alright, let's go. For the wall running, we used raycasts to detect if the player is near a wall. With the information we get with this raycast hit, we can do magic and voila, wall running. For an in-depth look on wall running, I will leave a link to the lecture by Andre. The beat detector is a different kind of boss though. For this, we take the spectrum data within our current frame, convert it to bands, get the low one, and if that number surpasses a given threshold, then a beat just occurred. Why am I talking like that? I just drank coffee. Here, we only allow the player to jump if the frame is within a beat, although I confess the system was terrible and I wanted to die already. So I've had to do this video like 3 times because I end up dozing out and I forget what I was talking about. Anyway, so it's 2 a.m. Discord says I put 8 hours in Unity. I managed to do the movement, wall running, and the beat recognition that knows when you give it a track, if it knows the beats, like the moments of the beats, which is important because those are going to be the moments where the character can do jumps and wall runs. The other programmer, so he has a 6-hour difference. He's waking up in like 2 hours. I gave him a list of tasks that hopefully will keep him busy while I take a nap. Psychologically, I am a bit worried that I will take a long rest. I don't want to. I want to take enough, but not too much. You know. See you soon with the other me. That's chillin'. BRB. The next day, I held a meeting with the programmer in which he told me how he wasn't able to do the tasks I set out, but I guided him through some stuff and sent him on his way. He went off to implement the checkpoint system, the text for tutorials, and the death collider for when you fall. That definitely impressed me. Around that age, I was just playing Call of Duty without my parents knowing at 2 a.m. I found some assets by Max Parata on itch.io, which we will use in sync with the very sus assets that the artist sent us to create the level. I worked on designing a level using the Voxel Cemetery asset pack and playtested it for a bit. Then I returned to the beat detector script, which sunk my mind into a pit of despair. I'm going for a walk with my dog. I'm going to take a breather first. What's up? One, two, and three. Come on. What the?
I waited till I saw the sun. I don't know why I didn't come. I left you by the house of fun. I don't know why.
It's happening, boys and girls. In between managing this,
My friend he said open a Minecraft server, I want to play with you, and then I told him I'm making a game, shut the fuck up.
that's funny.
I am funny.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
What?
What?
Anyways, and a lot of level design, connecting all the different mechanics and playtesting, we finally got to the final hour.
Fixed it. I fixed the bug. It's giving me errors, dude.
I got this little kid hoping that I do this.
Goodbye forever, I guess.
When the time came to build the game in WebGL, the command line tool provided by the application store website was having issues with my kind of project, that is a web-based Unity build. Thankfully, someone arrived to aid me and we managed to upload the project via another way. But then this happened. The game was not jumping. To fix it, I tried a lot of random things, like removing the Unity template for the index.html. Nothing. Then I thought of making the build a downloadable game instead of web-based, but the project build kept returning failure. Oh my god, don't tell me this. Keep in mind, I'm doing this with a clock over my shoulder and a team with a kid who's excited for this after working his ass off. I got this little kid hoping that I do this, man. You gotta. I realized the problem with the beat jump mechanic in a web build was that Unity does not support the function I use to extract audio data. So what do? If the web-based build does not support our core mechanic and the downloadable build keeps returning failure? Well, we changed the core mechanic. I did a little sneaky thing where there is no longer beat detection. The player thinks they jumped on the beat, but really I made it so that if the player is on the floor, then make them jump. This changes the game so that the player will always be jumping on the beat. Finally, I group up the team and together we upload this build. Alright, so I'm gonna let the team know that I fixed everything and we got how many minutes? 30 minutes. Yo, what's up, man? You ready?
Yeah, okay, there we go, I'm watching. Oh, and it's infinite. The last time I made something in the web, then some things broke, so...
None of that happened.
Okay, did you playtest? Make it public.
See it.
Wait, did you correctly do the build stuff?
Yeah, everything.
I like the that you immediately that you just don't fly, you immediately go down. I like it. Do the moving platforms work correctly?
Everything works. Make it public first. You don't need to see none of that.
Were the assets made during the 48 hours? Few of them.
Some of them.
The music was made.
The game is fun actually. Like honestly, like genuinely, the game.
I really like the track.
Yeah, you hear that? You hear
Good
that?
job, Emmanuel.
Please.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, you added the checkpoint? Nice.
You implemented the checkpoint. Of course I'm gonna add it.
Let's see all your games. What's Drone Service? What?
That's another story, man. That's another game, another jam, another story, man.
Do you guys want to work again for like another jam maybe if everyone's available?
We'll have to think about it, man, cause him and I, we do jams like once a year. We're like an eclipse, you know. We're in your life one time and then we leave, but maybe, who knows? Point is, man, you've gathered enough confidence and tools. You can use the knowledge you've attained here for future jams, you know, with people you meet.
Yeah. Right. Well, it was fun working with you. Well, goodbye forever, I guess.
Goodbye, man. See ya. Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye bye. Maybe we'll meet again.
We will.
Goodbye.
In the aftermath, we invited a couple of friends to play the game, and everybody was laughing. We all loved the composer's second track.
Esto está mejor de lo que pensé. Yo pensé que, o sea, empezó a sonar la música y yo pensé que tú cogiste otro, bajaste. Tú bajaste otro. Y cara, it's fucking funny, cabrón.
And there was still a couple of bugs that had me sweating, but they were quick to handle. And that's it. That's my experience in the 2020 Mix and Jam Game Jam. If you want to play the games, I'll leave a link below to mine and others'. I suppose that if you reached this part of the video, then you enjoyed it, I hope. In that case, please like it and sub if you want more of this anime arc, baby. Alright, till next time, I'm signing out.